Can you guys hear me? Good morning. Yes. Beautiful on the first try. Look at that, huh? All right, let me get my screen up here. Do, 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 do. $30. Oof. Looks like US 30's taking a bit of a hike here. Let's see. 1 second. Good morning, good morning. 1 second, just get my screens together. We'll be able to see everything clearly. The shizzles. Pardon me. We are now sharing. All right. I'm going to delete these. These are just some mock-ups that I did yesterday. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a trade that we're going to take. All right. So first things first, let's check the news. See what's going on there. What time is it? 9:01. We have 29 minutes till the market opens. Somebody said they can't hear. Can anybody else hear me? Og said he can't hear me. So, go out to my daily real quick. See where the RSI is. Get an idea on the trend. The trend is your friend. Right now, we're in a heavy downtrend. The RSI is below the 70, headed down to the 50. Okay. Heavy selling pressure. I can tell by the wicks on the daily candles. So we had heavy selling pressure last week. This was Friday, so this is Monday. This was Friday, Thursday. So all last week is heavy sellers took the market last week. So let's see if we have a reversal this week. You can't hear anything. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's a problem on your guys' end. All right, so first things first, let's analyze the news for the day. 9 minutes ago, Wall Street set to kick off week higher, U.S. inflation bullish. This looks real bully to me. Yellow Corp filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, causing its shares to tumble 42%. If you guys don't know how I go through this process, I'm going to show you right now as far as, gathering market sentiment for the day before the market opens. Basically, I go through the news, I summarize it, and I give it a plus or minus. Is it positive or negative? So we're going to do that together right now. Get a pen. Nope. I don't hear any music. All right, so first news we have today came out at 8:53 a.m. It's called Wall Street set to kick off week. U.S. inflation in focus. So as I said yesterday in my my recap, traders are waiting for interest rates and inflation information today. Christ. Let me see here. All right, so the first bullet point we have in this first news article that came out at 8:53, we have Yellow Corp filed for bankruptcy protection, leading to a 42.6% decline. So, number one, that is negative for the economy. Berkshire Hathaway Class B shares rose 1.3. The second one is positive. Berkshire Hathaway, huge company. Tyson Foods fell 7.7 due to doesn't matter why it fell. That is negative. Futures indicates a higher open for the stock market. The Dow, okay, that is very positive. That's plus plus. Investors are anticipating U.S. inflation report later in the week, which will be, I believe, inflation comes out on Wednesday, I believe. U.S. stocks have rallied in 2023, with the S&P 500 gaining 16.6% due to optimism around artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is dope. That's positive. Bank of America and JP Morgan scrapped their forecast for U.S. recession. Oh, that's very good. That's very positive. I'm thinking we're looking really bullish just based on this one article here. The upcoming U.S. consumer price data could influence the Federal Reserve's monetary path. That's neither negative or positive. That's just information. New York Fed President John Williams expects interest rates to come down. That is very, very, very good. We're looking very bullish. Investors are keeping an eye on rising yields of U.S. Treasuries, which could impact stocks. That's neither negative or positive. It's just information. Second quarter earnings have been better than expected. So positive. Tech stocks like Amazon, Nvidia, and Apple have shown mixed performance in trading market, not negative or positive, just, flat. Bio and tech's U.S. listed shares dropped. That's negative. So we had, out of the 9 news articles, we had 1, 2, 3 negative, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 positive. So on that one, we're bullish. Let's move on to the next one. All right. And then we'll go over to Forex Factory and see what we have there. 1 hour ago, we think that recession is almost inevitable. One article said that contract for bankruptcy, Berkshire Hathaway's Class B shares client. Oh no, this is what I just read. Hold on. Did I click on the wrong one? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. This is the article that I was looking for. No, it wasn't this article. It was the, I think it was the other one. It was one right below it I clicked on. So because these are different. Wall Street set to higher openings after choppy week. Investors wait U.S. inflation. U.S. stocks have rallied sharply in 2023. Oh yeah, we did just do this one. So it was the bottom one. 1 hour. Here we go. It just looks so similar to summarization. All right. Yellow Corp filed for bankruptcy protection against its shares plummeted 42%. So 1, that's negative. Berkshire Hathaway's Class B shares gained 1.3. 2, positive. Tyson Foods fell 7.7% after missing Wall Street's expectations for third quarter. I guess Tyson's Food put out their quarterly reports. I think it's quarter three now. So 3, that's negative. U.S. stocks are set for higher open after choppy week. That's positive. The S&P 500 has gained positive. Bank of America and JP Morgan abandoned their U.S. We already read that. Investors are closely monitoring U.S. consumer price data for cues of Federal Reserve about disinformation. New York Fed President John Williams expects interest rates to come down. We already read that. That's positive, though. Mega cap growth and technology stocks like Amazon, Nvidia, 0% rose. Boom. That's positive. Overall, second quarter earnings have been better. Positive. Investors are also keeping an eye rising. Not information there, just not negative or positive, just neutral. All right, let's read one more, and then we're going to go. NASDAQ, S&P, Dow futures rise with yields also higher. So overall, sounds very positive. Where the hell is my phone? 1 second, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, we have stop time. Okay, so one more article. First article, 6 positive, 3 negative. Second article, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same 6 positive, 2 negative. So we're bullish on that article as well as far as sentiment. Third article, the Jefferies Equity Research Team revised its growth outlook, foreseeing limited upside for the stock against expecting recession in. Jefferies Equity Research Team revised its growth outlook foreseeing limited upside for the stock market and expecting a recession. That's negative. The team predicts a 1.7% GDP growth for 2023 and a negative 0.5% decline in 2024 with fewer cuts to Fed funds. That's positive. That won't affect us till 2024. Jefferies believes pressure from higher interest rates will eventually impact the market, but it may be delayed. That's neutral. Despite Jefferies' prediction, other Wall Street experts believe in soft landing for the economy as they analyze data from Q2 earnings. Q2 must have been good, so that's positive. U.S. stock futures are attempting to rebound from significant losses last week, with traders focusing on corporate results and upcoming economic data, including consumer and producer inflation, to gauge the Fed's future. That doesn't really tell us anything. Around 84% of S&P 500's companies reported quarterly earning results, with 79%. Well, we are bullish today, ladies and gentlemen, just based on those 3 news articles right there. We're looking for buys and shorts on gold. Let's go look at the actual Forex Factory news real quick. But we are going long, dong. NOLA, yes, gold. I trade gold, mostly gold and US 30s. So yeah, gold is part of the course. Well, part of the Discord. All right. So should I go through how I set up the chart, or does everybody already know that? Yeah, long US 30, short gold. Let's see here. And long any pair. I mean, if you trade like the dollar yen, any pair where the dollar is the. Get rid of all these things here. Sorry. We're not going to take any plays until 9:30. Let's see how the market reacts to this news. I think if there's enough volume, let's see if the market should just have a big green candle shoot to the upside at around 9:30. I'd like to catch that. Give me 1 second. For some reason, I'm logged out of my trade account. What about euro dollar short? Any currency, any pair where the dollar is the base, you want to go long. Any pair where the dollar is the quote, meaning the second, like euro dollar, you want to short today. The dollar's looking very strong. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to log back into my trade account for some reason. I'm logged out. I'm not sure why. Q. %. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. All right. Here. All right. So, there's a different channel for gold signals. No, there's not a different channel for gold signals. It's just all right here. All going to be right here. All right. So the main one that we're going to be focusing on right now is US 30. We're going to go down to our 15-minute. We're going to see where we're going to take our entry for this long position that we shall be taking at 9:30. Let's put our vertical line at 9:30 a.m. We have about 13 minutes till the market opens. 9:30. Right there. I think I'd like to take it out of this zone right here. Yeah, there we go. Long position. Put it just a little bit above. Boom. Stop loss is going to be right below that zone. We're going to go for, let me see how much volume there is in the market right now. Well, it looks good. A bit tighter. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to send a signal right now. Let me ask you guys a question. If I stretch it out like this, is that too stretched out for you on your screen? Yeah, it's too stretched out? Okay. Okay. All right, cool. I know I can do it. Gotta get more room. All right. RSI looks good. I think at 9:30, the market will take a dip down, then go back up. I'm gonna set my TP all the way up yonder, right here, and that is our move for the morning. Boop, boop, boop. Signal, sending it in the group now. Entries 35208. It's going to be a buy stop. I'm typing in now. Entry. Boom. TP 35479. And stop loss. So my screen is lagging. Don't see the lag, my friend. Do not see the lag here, my friend. There's 30. One thing I forgot to check. Let's check the heat map. Heat map. Heat map is red. -4 Apple. No, but the news is positive. Let's see. Let's see if we're correct on this one. All right. So this is our play. Pretty confident in this one. I think the market will make a pullback, maybe to the 50 before the push up. But I do believe this will happen. Oh, also Forex Factory. I forgot to check that as well. Forex Factory. Calendar. 8:15 a.m. I'm going to look that up in a second to see what happened there. So 9:21, 9 minutes till the market opens. Although the heat map is red, I'm still going to take this long. Should we put it as pending till 9:30? Yes. Or what I usually do sometimes is I just wait till 9:30 and just press order, especially when price is below, like way below. Yeah, that's what I would do. I think price is going to switch soon, though. Let's go over to our 1 minute. Take a closer look at what's happening in the market. As you can see, it's consolidating in this area. That's why I put my entry just a little bit above this area and my stop loss right below. Okay. Yeah, on the daily, we are in a bearish trend. But I do believe there will be a reversal today. Last week was bearish. I think this week will be bullish for the market, given the news that we just read and given the market sentiment. And plus, quarterly earnings came out positive. 79% of quarterly earnings came out positive. I think we're good to go. I think we're good for the longs on this one. I think we're good for the longies. All right. Well, you see this red line right here? That's 9:30 a.m. So I mean, if you want, you can put it in now as a pending order. The market has to, it's probably going to retrace based on the 15-minute RSI and then come back up into. Or if a lot of volume comes in, that happens a lot with US 30. Right at 9:30, you just see a big red green candle just enter the market. So, but I think it's going to come down to the 50. You see this line right here, the RSI. I think it's going to come down to the 50, and then make the bounce back up. So we have some time. It's 9:24, 6 minutes till the market opens. I'm going to go down to the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, I'm looking for reversal candles. I'm looking for long wicks to the bottom. That tells me that there's a lot of selling pressure building momentum to enter at 9:30. I mean, buying potential. There's a lot of buying power entering, for 9:30. Let's see. There's just certain index and gold. one of my alerts there. To make it easier, you guys, I'm going to put an alert at the entry. So you guys will be able to hear that when it goes off. That'll be your entry alert. All right. I like this candle here. This is a reversal pattern on the 1 minute. Still having issues with ChatGPT. What about ChatGPT? Give me 1 second, guys. I got to take this phone call. Sorry, I keep coughing, guys. I was a bit under the weather. Caught a major cold over the weekend. Here's one thing I noticed that you guys should pay attention to. I always notice with US 30, right before the market opens, whatever direction it's pumping in, it usually goes the opposite. So if it's like 2 or 3 minutes before the market opens, and this is just an observation of me just watching the charts, doing exactly this. What's going to happen here? Sorry, pardon me. Market's going to pump down. I don't know for how long. Depends how much buying volume hits the market at 9:30. But we're going to see volume hit the market at 9:30. Mondays are usually like that. So we wait. So for those that don't know, this is 9:30. Does MT4 not allow me to put in cents? What do you mean put in cents? You know, the number that you're entering is not like a dollar amount, a dollar cents amount. It's called a lot size. It's how much you want to control in the market. So for a new trader, I would suggest a micro lot that's 0.01. Thanks, John. Appreciate it. All right, what we got here? A little 9:29, 1 minute to the market opens. And the rocket is about to take flight. Make it a little bit smaller so you guys can see. Well, no, we'll make it bigger. And 35 seconds left. Looks like the rocket's taking off before 9:30. Make sure you guys get in at 9:30. We have 22 seconds left. Where's my? Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Rocket has taken flight. We're in profit. Let's rock. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, that is how it's done. And we're rocking and we're rocking and rolling. All right. Now that we are in, let's go out to the fuck, what is this shit? Rocket ship. Rocket ship. My friends, heavy buying volume. Now what we want to see is we want to see our 15-minute time frame. Sorry, let me get this. You guys see that little thing on my screen? I put it on by accident. Close window. Okay, perfect. We're going to have a little bit of traffic in this area. If you're in profit and you like it, as I always say, you don't have to take my TP. We're going to have some consolidation here. We might have a pullback. Let me see. We are at the 70. Let's see here. Looks good. Looks good. Keep pumping. Keep pumping. 15-minute is overbought. Let's go look at how the 1 hour is doing on the RSI. Got some room there. Got a lot of room there. But there's a lot of noise right here. I don't like to. US 30 could be like that, man. Whenever you hit noise. But looks like we're good. We're pushing. All right, let me go back down to the 1 minute. What I'm looking for here on the 1 minute, whenever you see a pump like this, I'm looking for smaller candles forming like this. Close out, guys. Close out of this. Possible reversal. Close out. You should be in profit. Close out. Close out. Close out. So on the 1 minute, whenever you see, all right, so let me give you just a little bit of analysis here, right? So you see the size of the body of the candle, right? Yeah, I did $1,200, $300. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful. See, guys, I want you guys to like trading has really become easy to me. You know what I mean? It's become once you demystify this whole thing. And look, red candle, boom. So I think there is a lot of buying volume though, but I think the market has to have a pullback at some point. Because buyers, this is called a liquidity grab, right? So buyers bought up to here, sold, then it's going to retrace back down and possibly push back up to this TP that I have up here. But it's exhausted. Now, I would have held if the RSI was like way below, was like down here, crossing up. I would say, yeah, the market has some steam to keep it pushing. But just to play it safe, it's a quick money grab. We are going to take another trade. Let's see what's cracking with gold here. See if we can catch that bad boy. And let's see here. What's up, puppy? Oh, my puppy just got here. All right. Let's see what you're doing, Mr. Goldman. Gold should be sinking. All right. And gold is sinking. I'm not going to mess with it today. If you do mess with gold, I suggest shorts. I'm not going to call a signal on it. We might have some consolidation right here. That trade is over. I love that 9:30 a.m. strategy, man. Like you could literally only trade just the news at 9:30 a.m. and have like a 9% win rate. You won't take a lot of trades, but like this is what we're going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Those are the 3 days we're going to be trading, right? Let me just move that real quick. So yeah, I was explaining. So when you have heavy volume hit the market, right, like this, right, and it goes up and it hits an area of this is my daily, and it pushes right through it. That means there's a lot of buying volume. The reason I got out is because of this candle right here in the 1 minute, I saw long wicks to the top. You got to pay attention to the wicks, right? So think of the market like this. So buyers are pushing price up, right? And sellers are pushing price down. So if we come up in this area and we see, hold on, let me get rid of this. Look at this candle, no wick. That means sellers tried to push price down there, all right? But they weren't successful. Boom, bullish, still going. Little wick, that means a little bit more selling pressure is entered the market. A little small wick. But this one, nah. And it closed red, they pushed price down below. You know what I mean? So, and then buyers came back in, pushed it back up. But this is a reversal pattern, right? So now it looks like we're going to be out of the woodworks. Out of the woodworks, a good play would be this region right here. Honestly, I'm comfortable with my profits for today. But if anybody didn't catch that and wants to catch this next move, let me plot it out for you. So what I would wait on is price. Sorry. I would wait for the RSI to pull back before I did anything. And the way I would catch that is I would set an alert on the RSI right here on the 15-minute. This is how you play this. And call it possible buy US 30. So what usually happens is, I don't know why that got hit so quick, but anyway, so usually what happens is the price will come, the RSI will come back down, either bounce off of here or bounce off of the 50. And that's where you catch the long move to the upside. Let's go look at the heat map. Let me refresh that. Always don't forget to refresh. I think it's going to pump back out. It's looking pretty pumpy. I'm looking at my my other chart here. It's a lot of selling pressure, a lot of in that area right there. Exactly, guys. Yeah, I was talking to some other guy today. I mean, wow, that thing is pumping. Anyways. So, guys, one thing about my trading strategy is because of the news. All right, so especially after the weekend, you got to remember, like all of this news is coming from last week. So the market just opened today at 9:30 a.m. So this, they haven't. This is on a daily. You see, this is on a daily time frame. So if we do maybe 1 hour, we see a different story because the market just opened. You know what I mean? So really only trust the heat map on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? That way you have an entire day. It's quarterly reports. I knew this was going to happen when we read that article when it said 79% of the quarterly earnings were positive. That's just a no-brainer. 79% of the companies that reported quarterly earnings are all up. Plus, we read 3 news articles. Majority of the news was positive. I knew traders would be looking for the longs today. and we caught it. I think that's our ninth win, one loss in this Discord. I'd like to go ahead and just do a quick little Q&A. I'm not going to take any good stuff. Anybody that's in there, kept in there. Oh, it's reversing now. I would get the F out. We have a let's see here. Hold on a second. If you go down to the one minute, you're gonna see a big red candle there. This candle right here is called bearish engulfing candle. And you got to watch out for these chart patterns. It's called a bearish engulfing pattern because whenever the body of a bearish candle or a sell candle engulfs the entire body of a buy candle after an uptrend, that's a reversal pattern. All right, and that's when you should get the hell out of Dodge. But anyways, so I'm not taking any more trades. I'm up 1,200. I'm comfortable with that. You know, one thing that you're going to learn in this is we're going to take some days we're going to take quick trades, some days we're going to take long trades. I'd rather be in and out, get the money, dip, and I don't risk it anymore if I don't have to. You know, some of you guys are up $300, $1,000. I'm up $1,200. I mean, there's no need to risk it. You know what I mean? We're going to do it again on Wednesday and again on Thursday. I guarantee it. All right, just stick with me. What I want you to realize is at the end of the month, when we sit back and you look at your account and you say, damn, I'm up 2, 3, 4 grand, you're going to be like, okay, this is what it's all about. I've been doing it wrong. And I did the same thing. Bro, like right now, I'd be looking for another entry to jump back in. I'd be trying to take the pump back down. And I'm just trading. And then one of those trades takes you out and you're just so pumped from your other 2 trades that went well. You're like, nah, it's going to go in my favor. And then you move your stop loss, and it goes against you and you lose all your profits. Just take your wins and be out. That's it. You know? That took, what, 5 minutes, 10 minutes? You know? It takes a while to get comfortable. Because like right now, I know that the retracement is happening, and I know I could probably take a huge lot size and sell this bad boy. Like, you know what I mean? I would probably been in profit right there. That's profit right there. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, but that goes back to FOMO. You know, take your profits. Focus on the bigger goal. Focus on the bigger goal, which is the end of the month. Take your daily wins and be out. No matter. Don't worry about how much you won. What I want you to learn from us trading together is the strategy. So, like, even if you won 50 cents, I don't care if you're trading with $100, right? If you can consistently make, say, 50 pips a day or every trade on a $100 account, you can do it at a $100,000 account. So once you have the skill set, that's all you really need. You know what I mean? Let's see. Hold on. There's some news that came out. Wall Street kicks off week higher U.S. inflation in focus. Beautiful. Did we write this one already? All right. All right. Since there's no more trades for me to take, I'll gladly do a Q&A. You guys have any questions? Let me clear this chart real quick. Too messy. I'm going to just remove all the drawings. Give me 1 second. Let me get the thing up here. Sorry. Get you guys over here. All right. Give me 1 second here, guys. Is this being John, are you recording it? Boom. Do me a favor, John. Can you yeah, it's going to my YouTube, right? Beautiful. All right. So now let's do a bit of Q&A. So first I want to review for anybody that's late on this process. You know what I could do? Maybe I could get my camera on. Let me get my camera on so that you guys could pretty much just see what I do and why I knew this was going to be a bullish move. Give me 1 second, guys. So the way to avoid freaking out and exiting early is all you do is go down to the 1 minute. If you see somebody like somebody pushing down on your green candle, exit. You know what I mean? Exit. Like hard, not like a little bit. I'm talking about like hard. You know, it's like if you and your man's is in a fight and you see your boy getting beat up, it's time to pull out. You know what I mean? Like, but if he's jabbing back, then you know he's in the race. But if you see this, you know, this guy's getting his ass whooped. You know, so you look out for stuff like this, and then this happens because now buyers and sellers in a fight. Buyers were winning, but then sellers came in, and now boom, 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 boom. Same thing to the upside. The market's probably going to come down to this area, retrace, and then come back up. More than likely. Somebody asked me, like, oh, shit, for today, right? Still straight. Can you go over the chart setup? Yes. Gold. Let's see what's up with gold. Did it drop? It's consolidating a bit, but it is making a lower low. Give me 1 second. I'll answer your question in a second. 2 minutes. This is a reversal candle pattern. Anytime that you see the same size wick at the bottom, same size wick at the top on the 15-minute chart, you always want to be looking for reversals there. That means buyers and sellers kind of just met in the middle. You enter on a 1 minute or 15-minute. I enter in 15-minute. I analyze on a 1 minute when to exit. I don't necessarily always wait for my trades to hit TP. TPs I just set as places in the market I think that it will go. The way I do my trades is I never really just walk away from them. I do it just like how we did right now. And I wait for, you know, I get in, especially at 9:30 where there's high volume. I get in and then I wait for a reversal pattern, and then I exit, just like I did there. It looks like it's making a push back up though on US 30. All right. Let me get my camera together here. Give me 1 second. I want to see you guys into pretty faces. All right. Can you guys see me? Yep. Beautiful. All right. So, you know, when I first started this thing, I wanted to explain to you guys like how I made Forex simple, right? So before I go over the chart, I'm just going to show you exactly what I do every morning. Every morning. It's not complicated. It looks like this. Like it's not an Excel sheet. It's nothing complicated. So each one of these numbers are the bullet points in the thing that we're in the articles that we're summarizing. So bullet point number 1, negative or positive. Bullet point number 2, negative or positive. 6 positive, 3 negative. Bullish. Okay. Well, positive means good news, means the market's more than likely going to go up. I do the same thing for all news articles within an hour and a half, 2 hours. You don't want to go back to like last Friday. They're not really affected the news. Boom. So that's the fundamental, right? So I got my fundamental analysis. My fundamental analysis tells me that the market's bullish, right? Then I go do my, I see what news events there are today, all right? Now, let's say, for example, I read all these 3 news events, and then I see that interest rates were raised supremely high today, right? In that situation, I would play it by ear, right? Because I would want to know what the market, which I would want to know if the market respects this news that we read here or respects, the Fed, which one carries more weight, because different news articles carry different weight. Sometimes big news like raising interest rates will overshadow. It could be a ton of positive news, but if the interest rates, go up, it costs more money for the banks to borrow. And it depends how much. So in that case, when I don't know, and the market's kind of on one side bullish and one side bearish, I just wait for 9:30. I wait for 9:30. I look for volume, and I let the markets decide. I wouldn't jump in like how we just jumped in at 9:30 a.m. I wouldn't jump in like that on that one. I'd wait a little bit. I'd wait till like 9:45, see where the market's going, and I try to just go with where the big guys are going. You know what I mean? Try not to think about it as just. I think about it like this: they're giving us the information, right? On specific days, they give us clearly the information that we need. They told us in these news articles that the market's bullish, market sentiment's bullish, news is positive, quarterly earnings is positive. Although the heat map was red, there's no way, you know what I'm saying? Nowhere for the market to go but up. Give me 1 second. Let me put you guys over here so I can see you guys. 1 second here. Put you guys on the screen here. Okay, cool. All right. How can you tell if it's good or bad? The news? Hold on, let me start from the top and see. Thinking about that. Linnell, you have a question. Try to connect everything together. Trading View. You don't connect Trading View to MT5. MT5 is separate. So, like on my screen, I have my brokerage account right here, and then I have Trading View where I do my analysis right here, and then I input my signals on my trading account. So, Trading View and MT5 don't connect. You only take trades. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. This is my secret weapon right here. This is that guy. Tells me where to go in the market. This is that guy. All right. Got any more questions? Forex Factory and the news. What broker do you suggest? It's not that I suggest them. It's just that I always use them. Is KOT Forex. Beautiful bearish candle. Euro dollar. Okay. Should we not trade Tuesday, Friday this week? I never trade Fridays. Tuesdays is probably going to be flat. Give me 1 second. Let's actually check Tuesday. So for Tuesday, anytime you have a day like Wednesday, let me show you something on the calendar. Can you guys see my screen on the calendar? All right. 10-year bond auction is Wednesday. Let me see something here. Let's click that one. So Tuesday, these aren't very, they don't really move the markets that much. Wednesday, we have crude oil inventories. That moves the market. Wednesday is going to be a high volume. Tuesday is not very high volume, meaning there's not a lot of traders entering the market. Give me a second. Do this light in the back. It's just okay. There we go. Yeah, meaning there's not a lot of traders in the market. So, so Tuesday, I wouldn't trade Tuesday. It's going to be the market's going to look like this. It's just going to be moving sideways. You might have some quick bullish runs, quick bearish runs, but I don't like trading on those days because you end up just chasing trades and losing money. Trey, if KLT Forex doesn't work where you are, what I would do is say you're in wherever you are, brokers in da 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 da. The main thing, look for a low spread. Ask them, like, look up what their spread is and make sure it's low. And I would rather go with regulated, but if they're unregulated, just go and look at their past history, go look at their reviews. If you see any red flags, don't go with them. What leverage you 1 to 100 to 1 to 500. Depends. On days where I know, like, certain announcements, like GDP announcements, like Fed announcements, I'll leverage up a little bit, because I know the market's going to react in a certain way, just like this one right here. On this one, I use 1 to 1 because I just logged into my broker and I didn't have time to switch everything around. Yeah. So let me try to get some more questions here. Will you be covering how to chart and exit trades or MT4 and trading view tutorials? If not, do you have any good resources? Nisha, I did a charting video last night. I could put it in here. I went through, and I also put it in the course. Oh, also I added some material to the course in trading strategies, Sunday charting. How to install news button on MACD. There's no news button on my MACD. It's just the here. Let me show you. You talking about this button here? That's not on the MACD. Honestly, I don't know. Show latest news and okay. It just went away. I need that. Look at gold. Price. Another click trade, another 100. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. I just took the thing off my thing. I don't want to do that. All right, boom. I don't know, actually. Show news. I'm sure it's in settings somewhere. 1 second. I think this will be used. I thought it automatically came with it. Let me see how I could get that there. Help center. What's new? Dark mode. Keyword. Don't know. Is it over here somewhere? Data window. Is lines, charts, ideal streams. Don't know. Clear this. That's the podium. Ticker description. Right click. Thanks, guys. Big help. Thank you. Get to another question. With all the positive news, why did DXY not move just like US 30? Very honest question. I've always wondered this. What is DXY? I don't know what DXY is. No, Nisha. No, when you lose in a trade, you have something called margin, right? So before you open a trade and you're allowed to take a trade, your broker takes a set aside of the money that's in your account and won't let you exceed your balance. So at the worst case scenario, you'll get something called a margin call, and a margin call is when basically you've blown your account. You lost all your money, but you'll never owe any money to the broker. Yeah, gold is tanking. Yeah, gold is US 30 and gold. Always remember this: US 30 and gold move in opposites. So because when it's good for the economy, right? People sell gold. When the economy is doing bad, they buy gold. You know what I mean? Because gold is a tangible asset that we could have. It's just something that happens in the market. Nobody's actually holding gold or anything like that. It's just the way traders work, you know? Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about patterns, right? So I showed you guys a pattern yesterday. Patterns don't always work, right? And they're very unreliable. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? So I showed you a bullish flag pattern yesterday, but I didn't take that trade, that gold trade that we won last night, only because it was a bullish flag pattern. I took it based on the RSI. I took it based on market sentiment from last week. Um, and it was just a quick scalp. Jesus Christ, gold is falling. It's very tempting. Very, very tempting. Very, very tempting because I think it's going to go down here. Wow. Let me see something here. Give me 1 second, guys. So I think I might want to get into Goldie. The bottom of the consolidation zone. 15-minute. See where it's going to the bottom. We got any liquidity down here? We do. Liquidity areas like this. Give me 1 second, guys. I might have to hop into the gold guy. I'm liking the way it's looking. Give me 1 second. Another right there, another right there to the downside. It's looking mighty handsome. So what I did here, this yellow line is where support is in the market. So I'm not looking for the market to do this again. I'm looking, not this, I'm looking for it to push through. On the 15-minute, we have on the RSI, we're close to the 30. But let's go look at the 1 hour. I'll get back to the questions in a second. I just want to evaluate this. Just looks super good. This looks real good. This looks very good. Sure. What I'm going to do in this situation, I'm just going to set an alert at right here and take a look at it. Possible sell gold. Not God, gold. Sorry. All right. My bad, brothers. My bad, guys. How long was I muted? I don't even know how that happens. The mute button on my mic here is like super Like the volume and the mute is in the same area. Sorry about that. Let me re-explain that to you. So what I was saying is, if you look at the 1 hour on the RSI on US 30, there has to be a pullback coming soon, right? So you see how, and a pullback is when the market reverses, is this, right? So if your sentiment is bullish, then you want to wait for this pullback. So what usually happens with US 30 is this purple line will hit the RSI at the 50 and then bounce back up. You know, the RSI is kind of like an area. The 50 on the RSI is kind of like that pullback area, kind of like on fibs. All right, let's look at it. All right, so we had one there, we had another one there. You see how it reacts at the 50? We're looking for bum, bum, bum. Right around the 50, it always just bounces up, you know? So that's how I play my pullback moves. It might keep pushing. It might not come all the way down to the 50, but I think it will. I think it will before the big move to the upside. As I said, you got to look at the RSI as not only how much strength the market has in either direction, but it's like, I think of it like this: if you're running a race from the 30 to the 70, you might get tired of the 50, take a break, let sellers take over, get your wind, get some water, and then you make the run up. That's why when it's super oversold or super overbought or super oversold, that's why there was a reverse in the market. You just can't keep going forever. There has to be a little break. But this is looking super bullish though, but I'm done for the day, as I said. Let me get back to the questions. Let me go back to gold. I was just looking at gold. Let's see here. Gold's facing some rejection. I don't like this long wick right here. Sellers try to bring it all the way down. Buyers push it back up. It's a major area. Let me just see something. Put my entries right there. I'm not going to take this trade. I'm just going to see if it will work out. I do that a lot. It's all part of practice. And that's how you kind of get rid of FOMO too. Just set it up. Do it on a demo account. You know what I mean? And see if it would have worked out. And you get rid of that. Oh, if I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah, you don't physically have the money, but it sharpens your skill as a trader. All right. Are you looking for the RSI to be the same in all time frames? No. So the RSI tells me a story on all time frames. The RSI on higher time frames tells me how strong the trend is. So for example, if I look at the daily, right? So if I look at the daily, let's go to US 30 for example. The daily, okay? So if I look at the daily here, this RSI, if I'm a swing trader, this tells me that eventually, maybe not today, maybe tomorrow, but there's going to be a push to the downside. Sometime this week, this market will go down. Maybe if there's negative news on Wednesday or Thursday, but this tells me that, right? If I'm trying to plan out for the week, but I'm not trying to plan out for the week. I'm looking for today. So now I'll go down to the 1 hour, right? So anything above the 50 as a general rule, this is the 50, you're looking for buys. Anything below the 50, you're looking for sells. And you always want to pay attention to how far this yellow line is apart from the RSI line, right? The wider that gap is, the heavier the trend in that direction. All right. The closer it is, that means the trend is slowing. That means that you probably want to get out of that trade. Okay. So what I look for is basically the same sentiment in all. So on the 1 hour, I'll look to see that if I'm bullish, I'll look to see that the RSI is above the 50. So that tells me, yes, it's bullish. Then I'll go down to the 15 minute. All I'm doing is gathering information. And then, the likelihood of everything being correct, then I go down to the 15 minute. The 15 minute is bullish. The lines are far apart. Boom. So I have bullish news, bullish RSI, volumes enter the market. All these things come together. Just tell me buys. If it was opposite, I would say sells. Right, so that's RSI. Brown, tomorrow we will have trade session. No, we won't have a trade session, but I will hop in here and we'll just evaluate the market, and I'll show you that at 9:30 tomorrow, the market's just going to go. One of two things are going to happen tomorrow, because traders are waiting for news on Wednesday. It's very, very important what's happening on Wednesday. On days before big news, the market just consolidates because no one's taking big positions. They're waiting for, what was it on Wednesday? We have 10-year bond auction, okay? Which is yields are set by bond market investors. Therefore, they can be used to decipher investors' outlook on future interest rates. The bid to cover ratio, blah, 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 blah. Hold on a second. Let me break that down for you a little bit. Where is that drive? Actually, hold on. So I'm going to tell you what that means in layman's terms. Give me 1 second. I put it in the thing that we had yesterday. You guys like this new setup I got here? I'm kind of crazy. Had an idea. Actually saw this setup on TikTok, and I never really thought about it. But then I saw it, and I was like, why not? Thank you. It does look like US 30 is, but as I said, I never trust it. I think it'll probably go to this area right here. So if you are in this trade, it's probably going to go here. And another thing I look for on the US 30 I look for areas of rejection on the highest level that the RSI has been to. And then I'll say, okay, this is an area of interest right there. Boom, you see, rejected, rejected, rejected. Not only on the chart, but I don't know any other traders that does this. But I mean, it's worked out for me. So, as you can see here, this is the highest that the RSI has been in a week. So possibly, yeah, it could possibly be pushing to here before the reversal, the pullback that I was talking about. What I would do here is let's go down to a lower top. Those are good candles. Those are some good candles. We had some pushback in this area, this traffic area, as I always say. You see this? Right here, right here. Yeah, once it gets out of here, if this kind of closes above here, should be good to up here if you're taking this trade. I would only advise you to take it if you missed the last one. Sorry. And then I would go down to the 1 minute to find my entry. And my entry would be something like this. Would wait for price to bounce back up. I'll put it right below the last green candle. And this will be by stop. I'll put my stop loss right below this line right here, just in case it's going to tap it. And then I would put it right there in the middle. That's what I would do if I were to take this trade. I'm not. So let's just see if that would have worked out. We have a strong reversal candle right here. All right, let me finish answering. You teach this in the course. The strategies part is I'm adding those videos. So basically what's in the course right now is just the basics. So I have how to chart in my strategies. And I have to add 3 more strategies. So let's see, enter. But let's see if it would keep pushing. No, your sir is not SPI. It's Dow Jones Industrial Average Index, DJI. All right, let me try to get some more questions. So is broker connected? No, broker's not connected to TradingView, Linnell. I suggest go to YouTube and look up how to connect your broker. One looked like it would have been a nice one. I don't know. So you see, I go down to my 1 minute to. I'm just going through the paces with you of how I think as a trader, so you can learn. So I went down to 1 minute to find my entry. All right. Then I go back out to my 15 minute. You see now the RSI is bending down. At most, it'll come down to the 50 before the push back up. I do think it'll go to this area today, and that's why the TP is right there. All right, but anyway. Yes, all my strategies will be teached. So today's lesson was trading the news, right? So I know that's one of my strategies, trading the news. And I have my consolidation strategy. I have my 3:30 p.m. Strategy. I'll teach you when to use them. They don't work every day. They only work on certain days. For example, this only worked because there was this overwhelming news. And specifically at 9:30, as I told you, heavy buying power hit the market, right? And that put us in a trade and made us some good money. So this is my trading the news strategy. Most traders would tell you to stay away from red folder news. I don't. It works out for me. I just know which ones to trade and which ones not to. So it works out for me. No, we're not getting in another trade. I was just giving an example of how I would do it if I were to do it. I'm done for the day. Man, I'm telling you, that's one thing that I had to learn the hard way, is just to be one and done, you know? I thought I saw 3 other trades I could have taken just now, scalps, but I didn't take them because you just have to be disciplined, and it comes with discipline just in your life, Just be satisfied with what you got. I treat it like a job. All right. So like I have a goal on a daily basis, right? Usually my goal on each trade is about 2,000. I got 1,200 on this one. So, my goal for this week is 6, right? So we're trading 3 days, 222, right? So my goal for the next trade will be, because I only did 1,200 on this one, so 2,800, or I'll split that up with, I'll do 2,400 on Wednesday and then 2,400 on Thursday. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday is when we're trading. Yeah, if you have a low balance, what TradingView or broker? I did not use Wally. Wally is almost ready though. I was just talking to the guy. I just used the good old brain. So the market is not gold. If the market is down, the cheaper. Is a spread of 23 tradable? That's pretty large. You'd have to you're paying a lot to the broker. What broker is that? Yes. This specific strategy, no, for crypto, because crypto markets don't open, let's say, at 9:30 a.m. The specific reason why I chose 9:30 a.m. because that's when the New York session opens in New York, and I try to catch that bullish move. So for crypto, it would have to be a situation where some news is coming out in advance, and at what time it's coming out. I've never traded crypto, so I don't know. But like, luckily with US 30, they tell you what's going to happen before the market opens. They literally tell you. All you got to do is go to read the information. They tell you gold is going to go down, or gold is going to. They tell you right before. You know what I mean? So you have to get That's the simple part, right? But you got to get the tricky part is getting your technical analysis together, meaning drawing these things, the lines of where to enter. Like there's a reason why I put the entry where I put the entry, right? At 9:30 at this specific line, you know? So that's the tricky part. So you give us the list of the website. Travis, did you leverage in today's trade? If so, how much? 1 to 100, and I used a 1. Was it 1.5? No, sorry. 0.50 lot size. I've done the compound challenge. It was actually on my Instagram. I grew a $100 account to, I think it was 3,000. 3,000, and I forgot what happened to that. I think I just withdrew the money. But I did do that. That was fun, but it was a little stressful. You know what I mean? Because with $100 account and you're growing it, you can't afford to make any mistakes, like your slightest mistakes. List of websites for the news. All right, young lady, Orto. Here you go. I want you to save this website to your Forex Factor. I want you to save it to, like, pin it to your tab or whatever, kind of like how I do here. Pin it to your tab so it's always there. Or bookmark it. Boom, bookmark it. And real quick, let me show you how to set it up. So this gives you a calendar. If you click on calendar, it gives you a calendar of all the news you can do today, tomorrow, this week. Usually I click this week. All right, now the folders have different colors depending on the importance of the news, right? So the lighter colors like this, it's not as important, doesn't affect the market as much. The darker it gets, the more it affects the market. These red folder news is what affects the market the most. We're not in a trade. I don't know what you mean. You talking about this one? Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I'm not going to call that. I'm not 100% confident in it. The market's slowing down. I try to never take trades when the RSI is above the 70. It's just one of my rules. It's not there for my setup. I was just going through the process to show you guys like how I think it's a trader. You know what I mean? But this is a trade where the stop loss can easily get hit. Let's see. There's news. Main U.S. indexes modestly green. Digest. Oh, good. More positive news. Could be up, could be down. I don't know. But if you took the win earlier, just take the win and don't. What app do you use for the heat map? The heat map is TradingView. It's in TradingView. I just open up another window and put TradingView. Boom. So click on that, paste it to your bookmark it, like how I do here, bookmark it. So you always have it at the top. And there you go. Are you in the trade anymore? No, I'm not. What funding firm do you use for 100K? FTMO. FTMO has been the best to me. Like the one I just traded was on my own personal account, but on Wednesday when I have red folder news, I treat the FTMO very, very carefully because I could take a lot more risks. Because remember, even if you pass the challenge and you get the 100K, you still have to fall within the parameters. You know what I mean? You can't lose more than, I think it's 8%, 8 to 10%. I treat it very, very, very carefully. They've always paid me on time. They paid once a month. It's an 80-20 split. And honestly, since trading, I've only been with FTMO, so I don't know other people's experiences. But I hear a lot of people talk about FTMO. I've actually got them on the phone. I've talked to them on the phone. I've gotten pretty close with them. So I don't know. I trust them. They've never done me wrong. How do you safely trade euro dollar? Euro dollar is one of the easiest pairs to trade, to be honest with you. So with euro, I'll go through the same process. Let's see here. But what I noticed about the euro dollar, they follow a certain pattern. That's a pair that you could use your fibs on. Let's see here. Okay. So like the euro dollar, it follows trends very well. And once they break out of a trend, for example, let's see here. All right. So we had a trend to the downside, right? We had a breakout, a little bit of a retest, but then we had push to the upside, pull back. And I guarantee you this thing is probably going to push up to this area right here. And this is how you use the fibs on the euro dollar. Let me get rid of this stuff. So as you guys notice, I don't use the fibs on the a US 30 because they just don't work. All right, get my fibberoos from the last red candle to the top. Boom. All right, so this candle is above. You see this 38%, 0.20. That's a retracement area where if this candle closes above, you should be good for the buys. So ideally, if we would have drawn this earlier, I would have gotten in here at the 50% and then taken it up to the liquidity zone, which is up here. Last green candle before I push to the bottom. This is how you find supply and demand. Supply is top, demand is bottom. But we have a demand zone right here, so we got to watch out for that as well. So it's probably going to have some traffic through this area. Maybe consolidate or reverse. As you can see, price went right into that area, rejected. Now it's going back for a second shot. I think it will do it. Because it's been tested so many times. Tested right here, rejected. Tested right here, rejected. Usually the rule of thumb is third time. On the 15-minute chart, usually the third time, that's when you have the breakthrough. Not always, but it's a rule of thumb to keep in mind. I think it's moving slow. All right. What about US 30 mini with volume? What about it? US 30 mini is basically the same thing. They just allow you a lot more leverage in order to get inside the market. US 30 mini, it depends on how much money you're trading with. If you're trading with $100, I'd suggest a micro lot, 0.01, I believe it is. So, or a mini lot, maybe if you have like $500. 1 to 100 to 1 to 500. On days I'm feeling the market. When GDP announcements come out before 8:30, right? I'm always looking for news before 8:30 because I know the news comes out at 8:30. Everybody gathers the news, right? All the big traders gather the news and they say, yo, when I go to the office today, it's buys. Or when I go to the office today, it sells. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's on the same page. And that's why I look how the meeting go with TradeLocker. I haven't met with them yet. I took trades on their account today. I like TradeLocker. At first I was having some issues where it was like some little minor issues, it was beta phase. That's to happen with any company. But I think I like it. I haven't traded back on MetaTrader since having TradeLocker because I want to give them a full month and check it out. Because I love the fact that the chart looks like US 30. I mean, not US 30, sorry, like TradingView. It's just so much easier to me. Can you define liquidity zones? All right. Liquidity zones are areas where big banks put in orders for sells. All right. So like you see this right here. For example, you see this? When the market came up, and then the market took a dive. That takes an enormous amount of capital to do, right? So as you know, Forex is $1 trillion, or indices is $1 trillion business, right? So for that to happen, somebody had to put in a sell order, just like how you put in a buy order, sell order. Somebody with a lot of money had to put in a sell order right here at 35479. And it's not me, it's not you. We all didn't get together and say, hey, we're going to sell at 34579, 4479. The big banks, the billionaires, the hedge funds, they did that. So wherever that goes, market always comes back to that area at some point. Okay. So yeah, that's basically liquidity zones. We're looking for areas like this, heavy pumps to the upside, heavy pumps to the downside. So like this will probably come up here and might keep pumping. No, I think it'll drop. I think it'll drop because the RSI in 15 minutes just super oversold. Let me see here. 1 second. 1 hour. No, I think it's got some room. I think it's going to be rejected at the 70 RSI. I see here in the 1 hour, maybe a little bit higher. But more news coming out. NASDAQ, S&P Dow trade higher while yields remain unchanged. Let me see if there's any new news in here. And this is another thing that let me know that the market will be pumping today at 9:30. Berkshire Hathaway, that's what's his name's company. Huge company. They have billions of billions under assets, right? Under management. Rose by 2.7% after its highest ever quarterly operating profit. You know how long this company's been around? You know what I mean? So like when you see stuff like this, 2.7% is probably a couple $1 billion that they made. You know what I mean? So just on that alone, that's huge. Tyson's Foods shares fell 8%. Tesla stock declined. Tesla is in some serious trouble. I don't know how this guy's still alive. Every week they're declining. Wall Street climbed higher overall. Choppy week with investors awaiting U.S. inflation report. This is very important. U.S. inflation report that will be out on Wednesday. So that's why I said tomorrow, no trades, because the market's just going to be consolidating, awaiting the news on Wednesday. So this afternoon would probably be a really, really good time to do the what's that shit called? The 330 scalp strategy. When I say sell off at 330, reason being is traders are getting in the market today, setting up their positions, and they're taking profits today. They don't want to be in the market tomorrow. They want to get back in the market on Wednesday. So like around 330, 334, look for long wicks to the top. And because that's when most people in the market are going to be taking profits, selling off, taking profits. And when that happens, the market falls, right? Then the market falls to a certain price. It'll consolidate on Tuesday, everybody's waiting for Wednesday, the inflation report. Then Wednesday, they'll know, where do I want to be? Do I want to be a buyer or do I want to be a seller? Is the sentiment good or overall, or is the sentiment bad? So yeah. You mentioned earlier beyond YouTube. Yeah, it is on YouTube. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. His 1 second, guys. At 3:30, possibly. Send me his Instagram, and I'll let you know. I'll check. All right. All right. Thanks, man. That was for my other business. If you guys are ever in Miami and need an exotic vehicle, I have Lamborghinis, Ferraris, Mercedes, everything you need to come down here and stunt in the beautiful Miami, Florida. All right, so 3:30. I can. Let me see what my schedule's looking like today. I know this afternoon I'm finishing up working on the course. I wanted to let you guys know, by the way, yeah, the course is a final. I kind of, me and John decided to put it out because I didn't want to keep you guys waiting anymore. But I'm going to be updating it. But I think a lot of the value um, from me comes from this. The course is something that you should go back and look at when I'm not around every now and again. But I mainly wanted to simplify things like margin, leverage, so you know what these things are, so you're not intimidated when you're reading the news and you hear over leveraged or margin and all these technical terms. You could quickly speak the language. I want you to speak the language. Once you start speaking the language, everything just becomes clear. I'm telling you, I used to be just like you. This shit used to be so complicated. Like, I don't know what the fuck this means. I don't know what's going on. And then it just became dumb simple. It really did. It's just, and I simplified it by doing exactly this. My trading strategy is very simple. Read the news, determine whether it's bullish or bearish, plus or minus. That's it. Read 3 news articles, okay, before 9:30. And then look at Forex Factory for any news that might be coming out. Don't trade it until the news comes out. Okay, determine whether it's bullish or bearish. If you don't understand what it means, go to ChatGPT and say, today the GDP rose from 2.5 to 3.5. Is that good or bad for the economy? Put it in simple terms, and ChatGPT will give it to you. It'll explain it to you, and she'll tell you why, and so on and so forth, and blah 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 blah. So that's how you interpret the news. So I think AI has really closed the gap for smaller traders like us to be more successful. So that's very good. We go back to the charts. All right, the chart is not working. My chat GPT is not working. Oh, that's this trade. That's this thing right here. It's pushing. It's pushing. 15-minute. Yeah. I like that candle. Long way to the bottom. Is there a link to set up ChatGPT? ChatGPT is just ChatGPT. Here, I'll send you the link, but it's not necessarily a specific link. I have it's Open AI. That's the name of the website. What the hell, man? That's all my stuff like locked out. I don't understand. Here we go. There's ChatGPT. Soon we will have Wally. So for those of you guys that don't know what Wally is, actually, he just sent me a message. Let me pull that up. My developer. What's that? There he is. Yes, we can do it now too. So I asked him yesterday about developing an app because I wanted an app for him. I think that's better, right? That's better to have an app than a desktop form right away. But are you thoughts on KOT on the Trade Locker versus MetaTrader? I might have missed it. spoke on this, but what are your thoughts on KOT on Trade Locker versus? Um, Now, when I first started using Trade Locker, I wouldn't recommend it. Now, like I've been using it last week. I took 2 trades last week, went smooth. Um, One thing that I don't like about Trade Locker is that sometimes it just disappears. Like it just like the whole chart will just disappear. You know, that's a major problem for me because then I got to refresh, and now if I got to log back in, I'm in this trade. Luckily, I have it on my mobile. You know, but just that one thing, it could be detrimental to a trader. Hold on a second here. Man, could you imagine if we would have held on to that trade? That thing would have been crazy. Like, for example, I just clicked on Trade Locker, right? You know, this is a problem for me. You know, like it's nothing, just nothing. Now I have to close out of it and then click it again, and now I'm back in. You know, but just little glitches like that. But overall, I love the trading platform. Give me one second, guys. All right. No volume. Can you open close trade on your phone? Yes, you can. You mentioned 1 to 100 with the last I had was 0.50. How much money do you was risked? I didn't do my risk calculation. Usually I do the 1 to 4 risk. I didn't do the calculation. Once you're a seasoned trader, like your risk, like at first I used to calculate my risk every single time, but then it just like if you're going to take if it's 9:25 and you're going to take a trade at 9:30, you really just don't have time to, right? So I either know at 9:30 whether the market's going to go in my direction, meaning I'm going to be like that trade had zero drawdown, zero. You know, it's just all profits, you know? So I try to take trades where there's no drawdown, so I don't really have to worry about calculating my risk. But I have a number in my head that I know, you know, so it's like $250 per trade, whatever that works out to as far as lot size. But if I see 230, 240, I just manually close out, right? So for example, 9:30 comes in, right? And I'm expecting the market to shoot up like it did this morning. And it shoots up for a little bit, right? Puts me maybe $100 in profit. Then reverses, and I see it going down, 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 200, negative 230. I'm closing out, right? I'm closing out, and not only am I closing out, I'm not trading the rest of the day. And that's another thing I got to teach you guys. Like when you take an L in the market, just don't, yeah. I'm sorry, just so confused. It seems as if you take a lot of trades on TradingView. I don't take any trades on TradingView. I take, I do market analysis on TradingView. So like this right here, I'm not inside this trade. I was just doing this just to, you know, just kind of analyze the market, see where I think the market's going, seeing if I'm correct, just testing my strategy. But I'm not taking this trade, you know. I only take the signals that I send you. I send you guys. I take 2, 3, max 4 trades a week. Max. This week is going to be 3 trades. It's going to be today, as I said. Yeah. Sorry, but I'm confused. It seems okay. I understand now. Trading view screen is just where. Yeah, trading view screen is just to analyze the market. We mainly use trading view for these tools right here. All these guys right here, all this line stuff, because it's for technical analysis. So if I didn't use technical analysis, I'd only be trading with my fundamental analysis, which is the news, and that's just not enough. I wouldn't know where to enter. Wouldn't know where to take profit. I wouldn't know anything. So that's what trading view is for. What's your view on trade situation that's integrated with testing view? Trade station. I've heard about that. Integrating with trading view. I haven't tried it out. I mean, I don't. It couldn't hurt. Is it in beta phase or is it ready to go? That's ready to go. I'll check. Actually, I'll look into it today. Actually, is it smooth? Are you using it? Are you using it? Trade station. Paper trade also available. I'll look into it. No, no more trades today. I in and out. But this isn't a bad move, though. I know for a fact the market's going to go up here today. When is the problem? When is the pullback going to happen? That is the problem with this one right here. Because the market, as I said on the 15 minutes, super, super, super overbought. So there has to be a retracement. A retracement means a reversal of the market coming soon. And that, when it's above the 70, I don't know how to comfortably judge that. Looking last Friday, is it possibly reversal on no night? Let's see. Let's take a look. All right. Looking at gold, been there. There's major wick last Friday. Do you think it would be reversible at 196? Let's see where this is. What are you talking about? One 926. Yeah, because that's a long wick, man. So a lot of volume came into the market to push the price all the way, selling volume. And buyers countered that by pushing it all the way back up. So this area, I will watch out for this area right here, this long wick. Yeah. Why I have been warned? I don't know, Artel. I don't know. What do you mean? Oh, sorry. That's the bot. Probably because you put the same thing 2 or 3 times. I'm sorry if I wasn't able to get to your message. Travis, I'm sorry, but I didn't get this. You will teach your strategy in life trade. We will get this also in digital course where we'll be. Okay, let me answer one question at a time, Ortel. Travis, so my strategies are in the bottom section. My 5 main strategies are going to be in the bottom section. There's 2 in there now. I have to add the other 3. So those main strategies are going to be in there for you to practice and back test and stuff. Let me see your other questions. We will get this also in the digital course. Yes. Where can understand all the material? Where can understand all the material? Sorry, but I don't get this. You will teach your strategy in life trade. Yeah, you'll learn my strategy because me just giving you the strategies that I use in a course, it's not going to teach you how to trade, how to think like me. What I use to analyze the market. So you could eventually come up with your own strategy. The goal here is like I took a bunch of people's courses, right? And I took certain things from each person's course and I applied it to the way I understand it for what I trade. And that's how I came up with my strategies. I don't think you're ever just going to take somebody else's strategy and apply it, although they work. But if you don't understand the reasoning behind it, you don't understand why I'm doing certain things, the strategy will never make sense to you. You'll never get it. You know what I mean? So I think the live trading and me explaining stuff like this is valuable with the course as well. So whenever you want to go back and take a look at it, and whenever I'm not on the screen and you want to go back and take a look at it. All right. And we will get this also digital course. Yes. Where can you understand all the material? Where can you understand all the material? It's in the course. Ortal in the course. All right. Let me see. Okay, can you please explain bot command in the Discord? That's John. I don't know. I'm not. John's the bot guy. Give me 1 second. Let me reply to this. There's 1 second. Guys better love this Wally because I'm spending a lot of money on this thing. Just for bot commands, don't worry about it. Yes. Yeah, I was trading off news this morning. Not necessarily, not Forex factory news, but just overall market sentiment. Market sentiment means how traders are feeling. As I said, there's two main things in the news that made me really, really disconfident in this trade. The Berkshire Hathaway and 79% of quarterly earnings. Quarterly earnings are huge. They move the market. It's like it's when Apple, they say, all right, Q1 is like January to whatever, Q1, Q2, Q3, whatever, right? So for people that don't understand what quarterly earnings is, it's like, okay, let's say you have Travis Brown Company, right? Every quarter, all right, there's 4 quarters in a year, all right? So every quarter you report earnings to your shareholders to say, to tell them, hey, is your company doing good or bad? So quarter one, I might say, hey, we're up 1%. Quarter two, I might say, hey, we took a hit, we invested in this area, blah, 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 we're down -2%, whatever. Quarter three, you might say, yo, we're that investment that we did in quarter two worked out. Now we're up 10%, So 79% of the companies that reported higher earnings. And those are these companies. It's all these guys on the heat map. These guys. Okay? They all reported, 79% of them reported higher earnings. So that automatically would tell me that the market's going to go up. And look at that. Now the market's green. Remember, we looked at it this morning. As I said, you got to give it some time because it's still lagging from Friday, especially on a Monday. So I would say after 1 p.m. on Monday, that's when you can switch to the daily and really get an analysis of where the market's going based on that. The big red US 31 minute, that's probably the pullback. No, I don't think it's going for. Yeah, it's going for a reversal at some point, but overall, the long move, it's going to the top. Let's see. All right, cool. So this is the pullback. As I said, it'll more than likely come down to, you see this, the top of this thing right here, that is 76. It'll come to the 70, bounce off the 70 and head up. So if I were trading this, if they didn't get inside this trade, and I would wait. This is something that I would wait for. And as you see the yellow line getting closer to the purple line. Remember, I said the closer those lines are together, the least amount of buying power there is in the market. So when they're far apart like this, the more buying power there is. When they're getting closer together like this and tapping and bouncing off each other, that means they're losing buying power. As you can see, sellers have entered the market. So a safe trade here would be, I would wait for this to either hit the 70 or maybe even hit the 50. That's why I wouldn't really hop in this trade because it is either going to bounce off the 70 or it's going to bounce off the 50. It's definitely not going to go to the 30, but it's getting tired. Buyers are getting tired. You got to look at it like that. As I said, they're running it all the way up. They're getting tired. They're like, all right, cool. Let me hand it over to the sellers. Boom, come back down here, have a drink of water, and continue to pump up. So that's what we're seeing here. Gold is toward again down today, right? Yeah, I am definitely bearish on gold today. Let me see what time the market opened. 9:30. Yeah, so as you can see, we could have pulled the same move on gold this morning. But I like to trade one pair at a time. So that's 9:30 a.m. So we went long. We went long on US 30. Anytime you go long on US 30, anytime the market sentiment is long US 30, it's going to be the opposite for gold. So if I was bearish on US 30 today, I would have been bullish on gold, meaning buys. It just always moves in tandem with each other. So now on days like this, the only way I'll take another trade is if I'm looking for RSI to be hit either at the 30 or the 70 on the 1 hour. As I said, on the higher time frames, when the RSI is more respected. So like, for example, this for gold. Maybe I do gold today. So I'm going to go here. Maybe it might happen today. Maybe it might not. Add alert. I'll put 1 hour gold buy. Go down to lower time frames and look for long wicks to the bottom slash reversal. So that's my alert on the gold. Boom. So I will not take another trade. Now if gold comes all the way down here and I see that it's oversold, then I go down to my 15-minute and I'm seeing wicks like this to the bottom, I know there's a reversal or at least a scalp opportunity. Now, another thing that plays a huge role in that is the timing, right? So let's say it hits the RSI at 3:30. I'm not going to take that trade. It hits at any time because the market's about to close and the market gets very volatile around that time. Now, let's say it hits at 2. That's appealing. That's something I'd hop in. So it's a lot of different factors. I always say the more the better. The more you when you're trading on a funded account, it always go for the most amount. You know, if the skill set is there, if the skill set is not there, of course, yeah, do a lower amount. But if the skill set is there, you know, like there's no difference between $100,000 account, a $10,000 account, and a $100 account. It's the same skill set. It's the same exact skill set. It's just more money. You know what I mean? It's just more risk and more money. So that's why I always say if you focus on the skill set, you could trade $1 million account, you could trade $100,000 account, as long as you just do the same exact thing. This strategy works on $100,000 account, $10 account, $100 account, just same thing. And one thing, I think one of the main things I want to drive through before I go is what I was looking through TikTok last night, right? And as I said, I didn't mean to start this Discord. I didn't mean to make a course. I really didn't, guys. Like if you see my Instagram account, I film myself all day. I'm in marketing. That's my background. I've been in marketing for 15 years before I even knew what trading was. Marketing and advertising. So like I'm on my Instagram, I'm just recording myself, doing all types of stuff, dropping off cars, picking up cars, doing whatever. Right? So I started the TikTok like that. And then I changed my name to the TikTok Trader. Once it started, one of my videos got like, I think 3 million views. I was like, oh shit, I'm onto something. It might be a business here. Then I started, making more content, just showing what I do, just some of my strategies, just to help people out. No plan on profiting from it at all. But then it came to a point where there was an opportunity to profit from it. But I say that to say, I went through TikTok last night, and the Forex market on TikTok is fucking crazy. Guys, it is crazy. Like, it's so obviously obvious that these people are lying. It's so obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's a production. And this one girl, she was like, how I made think $3,000 from $30 in 2 days. It's not impossible, but is it likely? No. And I say that to just like when you're navigating TikTok, especially, just use a bit of common sense. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that ruins a lot of people because they see these people who are saying that they're making these $2,000, $5,000 per day, Monday through Friday, every day, 100% win rate, just I never lose people. And then you come to, like, let's say my Discord and you expect me to trade every day. Real traders don't trade every day. You know what I mean? Too easy does it. What you do is you take less trades to limit the risk, but then what I did was I increased my lot size little by little. All right. And the more I refined my skills, the more my win rate went up, I increased my lot size. So now I don't have to trade 6 trades to make 6K. I could trade 3 trades and make 6K, which is my goal weekly. Okay. So that's that. Yeah. Just I would say just stay away from all that stuff on TikTok, man. I mean, I did find 1 or 2 people that, seem kind of legit, but like I was just scrolling, looking like, bro, is this what people are learning? Like, crazy, you know? And then I was like, yo, am I one of these guys? I'm like, I even went to my TikTok. I was like, do I look like this? But I was like, no, I don't look like this. It's crazy. It's nuts. But anyways, 11 o'clock, 9 to 11. That's what we do. I will hop back on tomorrow. We'll evaluate the market. I want you guys to learn tomorrow. So, John, put it in there tomorrow. I'll do 9:30. All right, 9:30 a.m. We're going to hop in the market, and then we're going to see where price goes on US 30 and on gold. More than likely, it's going to consolidate. I'm going to explain to you maybe we'll do my scalping strategy, my US 30 consolidation strategy, where you buy at the top, sell, buy, sell, like 3 times. Maybe we could do that. Tomorrow is a good scalping consolidation type of day, when the market's like that. I'll teach you. That's what I'll do. I'll come in tomorrow at 9:30 and we'll learn that. All right. So you guys have a wonderful day. Enjoy the wins. Don't trade anymore, guys. I'm just leave it alone. If you made profit, just leave it alone. All right. Discipline. Go do something else with your day. Go have fun. I don't know. I got to work on you guys' course. You guys are welcome. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can always reach me here. I'll be at the computer. And thank you so much for trading with me. And the video of this will be on the YouTube. Let me see if I didn't miss any questions. Okay. What is the least you need to trade a 1 to 100? I think on US 30 mini, I think you can do $100. Welcome. What is the yellow line with the alarm for? This is an area of interest on gold. You see this long wick, right? I want to know when price passes this area. I want to know when price gets to this area because it's a major area of support. Okay. So I want to know when price gets to that area. I want to go down to a lower time frame. I'm looking for a breakthrough of this area. That's how I know that we're going down to either this area or this area. Might happen today, might happen tomorrow, might happen Wednesday. But this is I wouldn't take any trades unless we're below this area. So I would do something like this, But, this might get rejected, might get wicked out, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to delete this. But anyway, that's just a reminder to come take a look at gold. Come take a look at gold, see what's cracking, see if it's about to break through. If it's breaking through, what I look for on the 1-minute chart, I'll look for something like this. So let's draw it out real quick, and then I got to go. I look for this, push to the downside. 2 scenarios are going to happen. Push to the downside, sellers bring it down, then buyers bring it back up here, and the market continues in that direction. Or we have a retest here, and then a push down to the bottom. Once I see this pullback, once I see a wick hit here, I know that the market's going to go to the downside. Then I add that with my news, and I add that with market sentiment, and I add that with my technical analysis to form one big picture as to why I'm selling gold right here. Okay. It's all about gathering data and saying what are the probabilities. My trading is all based on probability. Just gather as much information as you can, try to understand that information, and just base it on probability. Thank you guys. Great trade today. And I will see you tomorrow, or maybe I'll jump back on at 3:30. I'll let you guys know. All right. Take care. I'm out.